Hi everyone, welcome to Kids Crafterschool at Home. My name is Audrey and I'm from the Farr Library, and this month, for the month of October, we are offering take and make bags to pick up at the Farr Library, full of all the materials you will need to make a fun spider, upside down spider, and pumpkin, your very own Halloween decorations. And everything you need will be in your take and make bag that you will pick up at the Farr Library during the month of October. And if you haven't picked one up yet, run to the Farr Library and ask for your bag at the front desk, and they'll be happy to give you your own bag to make your projects. If you already have it, let's get started. Well, let's see what's in our bag. All right, I see some glue and some strips of black paper. And you know what this is for. This is for your spider. And some strips to cut out. This will be for your pumpkin along with the orange strips. And the pipe stem cleaner is for your pumpkin. And this thing, there's your eyeball for your spider. And this is for the pumpkin also, to cut out your leaves. Let's make the pumpkin. First we need to start by putting together those 4 strips of construction paper. Stack them together. We need to find the center point, so we're going to fold them in half and make a crease. And now we're going to open them up, place one in front of you, and then add a dab of glue in the middle of that piece where that crease is, and then put the second one right on top over the crease. Glue them together. Now all we're going to do with the next 2 pieces is place them crosswise and then crosswise again. So we have our pieces forming kind of a spoked wheel, and we'll glue these pieces down. And we have our center point where the crease is to place in the center, and so that they're spaced evenly between those first 2 pieces. Another bit of glue, and spaced evenly between to fill in that gap. So now we have all of our pieces in place, and all we're going to do is make all of these pieces into all of these spokes into a loop. Put a little glue on the end and make your loop. Then we're going to do that with each of these spokes. Little glue on the end and a little glue on that first loop there to keep it in place. And make your next loop right on top of that first loop. And just keep going around like that. Little glue on top so it stays in place. Bring up one of those ends and glue it down to make another loop. And our last one will be done. We'll have a pumpkin ball. Ready to make into a jack-o'-lantern. There it is. We have a pumpkin ball, and we're ready to add the pieces to make your jack-o'-lantern. Okay, we have our jack-o'-lantern face all done. And I hope you guys made it however you want to make it. So now we need the stem. We'll just make our pipe stem cleaner into a little curly Q. So, and this is, again, make it however you want to make it. You can make antennas for your jack-o'-lantern. But I'm going to make curly Qs. And I'm going to glue it down. Put a bunch of glue on this, the end of the middle part of the stem, and hold it down on the top of your pumpkin to glue it in place. So then you'll need your leaves. We're just cutting these out of our green construction paper. Cut it however you want to cut it. And if you don't want leaves, you don't have to have leaves. So just glue your leaves into place however you want it to look. What do you think? Maybe one more leaf. I think that's pretty good, but I'm going to add another leaf because I'm making it just how I want it to make it. Like this. What do you think? Looks pretty good. All right, so let's clean up our workspace, and then we're going to make our next project, which is the very cool spider. So to make your spider, just start with 8 strips of the black construction paper. And what we're going to do is gather them up so they're all lined up evenly in a pile, in a stack. We're going to fold them in half. The ends are lined up here. Then we're going to fold them in half so we can find our center point. And then we're going to place them down and place a dab of glue on that center point on each one. There's one. Here's my center point right here, and I'm going to put that down on my glue to make a cross or an X. Another dab of glue. Find that center point where the fold is and bisect the middle between the 2 spokes of your X. And just keep doing that. Glue. Bisecting the spokes so that it cuts that gap in half between the spokes. And I have 4 more, so I'm going to bisect here, here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 more to put down. And they should be fairly centered since you're using that fold line as the midpoint. and placing it in the middle. So this is the easy way to make sure all of your spokes or the body of your spider is kind of evenly spaced. Little adjustment there. Okay, what do you think? Going pretty well, right? Here's our last one. So I think they're pretty evenly spaced. If you need to adjust as you go, you can. And there's my flattened spider. Not done yet. We're not making a flattened Halloween spider. We're making a cool spider, upside down, no. Cool spider with legs and even an eye. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start making these spokes into loops. So we just need to glue these ends together to make a loop. And place a dab of glue on top of that first loop. Just go around. And make each one of these spokes into a loop. Okay, squeeze it together so it stays, all that glue stays in place, it doesn't come apart, the bottom and the top. And now we have the body of our spider, which is a very cool ball already. Okay, this guy needs some legs. And to keep it from rolling around, even though that's pretty fun to do, you can always tape a penny to the bottom of your spider, or something that adds some weight to it. I'm ready to make the legs. Okay, so you're going to grab 4 more of your black pieces of construction paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line them up. Once again, we're going to fold these in half. Make sure they're good and lined up there. Okay, fold it in half. And then we're going to cut. So then, cut the middle here. Now we're going to have 8 strips all together. Fold these in half. And then you're also going to fold about 1/2 inch from the bottom, just fold it one direction, like that. So now we have our legs ready to go. I have 8 legs for my spider. Each leg has a knee, a foot, and a little tab to glue. So place your glue on that tab, and then halfway up your spider body, or wherever you want to place it, attach that glued tab onto the spider. So there is my one-legged spider. What do you think? I don't think he's going to get around very well just with one leg. We need to keep adding more legs. So on each side of the spider, you add your legs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and 4 on this side. So let's keep adding the legs. Looking pretty good. You can move around pretty good now, right? Those 8 legs. So you have your sticker sheet for the eyes. Just grab those eyes and find a good spot for them. If you want 3 eyes, do 3 eyes. If you want 1 eye is what he'll have. I'm going to do 2 on mine. 2 eyes for this guy. And there he is, my fun Halloween decoration, scary spider. Well, these guys were fun to make. Whoops, he got away. Look out, he's gonna get you. They were fun to make and a little bit more challenging than you thought at first, right? And we'll see you again for our next Kids Crafter School Take and Make project in November. Bye.